So I'm going to share what homecoming is for me. We all have our homecoming. Are you ready and willing to come home? That's the question. Dark night of the soul. We try, we effort, and we get to a place which is not there. It seems like we're trying to go there, but where we're really trying to go is actually here. We're actually, strangely, trying to go there to get to here. Are we not? If God is omnipresent and everywhere all the time, then it's obvious to me we need to be here or present. But it takes human strides to get there. How do we take the best strides? The best rides. When we move inward, we move upward. We move forward. We move toward our own coming home. What is it like to be truly home? Let me ask you this. In a human way, a three-dimensional way, let's say you've been away from your home for a while. You're on vacation, having a time of your life. You get homesick, don't you? You see my point? You've been on vacation away from home for quite a while. You get a homesickness about you. And as much as you want to be on vacation, some part of you always longs for home. Likewise, homecoming is that we left where we are, still are. We knew we were going to sever our consciousness. Beautiful as it is, it's a bittersweet. Treat. Retreat. I'm going to retreat from this war. But it's a treat on the palate, on the tongue. You have to see it as if you were young to ever understand and digest it properly. What, my cosmic broham or sistar, do you think is the most beautiful thing in the universe ever created? I want to offer something that I'm asking you not to chew on only, but to taste. Chew it so much it turns into a liquid, a milk. Process it in your experience. The most beautiful thing in the universe ever created or can be created is already created, and it's always existed forever. And that is the beautiful recognition, self-realization of you. Until then, said realization, nothing else can be equally as beautiful. So for those who said human love, you are recognizing that. You are in it to win it. Congratulations. Those who say anything different, you are recognizing that. You are in it to win it. But understand also, coming home, homecoming, crossing the bridge to the soul, truly requires you to be full. Absolutely full of yourself. And you can only do that by recognizing it is you and you alone, literally alone. And you have to be alone to ever recognize this, that it's you alone that is the most beautiful creation ever and forever and in never. Until you understand that, it will always halt you when you have the power and the choice to exalt you. No fault is it of yours, simply conscious or unconscious, you are not choosing it. You can never love yourself until you're by yourself. You can never love yourself until you're by yourself. You can never love yourself fully until you are fully by yourself. Because it's by yourself that you will achieve the goal of coming back home. There is nothing else. There is no other path. There's only one path. There are many veins or arteries to the main artery of the heart, the aorta, the spiritual aorta. You get me? The spiritual aorta. There are many veins and vessels. Vessels? As the one that speaks to you now, and as the one that you are, whether you know it or not. You are vesseling divine energy, even in your unclarity, in your monkey mind, in your cloudedness. You're always vesseling spirit. And the good that comes out of you is the spirit itself. Everything else is the monkey in your head. So start with your own beauty. Stay there. Don't exceed the parameter of anything being more beautiful than you. If you do, immediately you sever yourself from your checking account. No more funds are coming in. You can't check in, and it's no more fun. You get me? And then we reach out for sustenance. And when said change happens, because change is always happening, the only thing that will never change is change itself. But when that does change, it'll create a bereftness, a sleepiness in you, a struggle, a pain, a depression in you, a dark night of the soul. A dark night of the soul can last for an hour. A dark night of the soul can last for a day, a week, a month, or a year, or 10 years. Anything that is not of light has to be dark. And you're dwelling in the dark aspect, not of their soul, actually. What you are dwelling in is the dark crevices of the mind. Do you see? I think you're starting to understand the totality of not only who, but what and where you actually are. Where is that where that you actually are? It's here. Again, it's here. It is so important that you understand the encrypted information and understanding what is entailed in here. In here, actually. Over and over and over, the vessel has been pouring out this wellspring of information. Even though it sounds like the same old thing, it is completely not. The inflections, the interpretations, the passion, the sincerity in each nuance changes each and every one of you. Always. ALWAYS, ALL space WAYS, always, always. You are shifting. So it is this bridge that you cross. Vessel's intention is to always keep you in that space that moves you forward. How do you move forward? You do that by first moving inward, which propels you forward toward the greatest possibility of seeing that you can only see right here and now in this moment, that it is the most beautiful thing which you can possibly understand is you. There is nothing else. This is truly coming home, crossing the bridge to the soul without shame, blame, or game, and mentioning names. It's you. The responsibility is heavy, isn't it? Actually, it's light. It's called light work. Be light on yourself. Stop being so heavy. That's recognizing your beauty. Do you see that? At least for now, do you see the point? And the beauty in the point. And when you understand the point of focus should be this, then you will recognize the beauty of what you know as that.